Hello and welcome to Curse of the Azure Bonds, and this will be part 7. You're heading back to the wilderness. Do you want to continue? Yeah. There's a cave we need to go to. Do you want to follow the map to the caves or into the wilderness? We want to go to the caves. You've entered an ancient lava tube. Ash covers the floor. From hidden alcoves comes a wave of heat and some enemies. Yeah, good start. We need to get through these caves in order to get to the Red Wizard's Tower that our friend Elminstone mentioned in an earlier episode. So this is just something we have to do. There's different variations of what enemies are immune to fire and what enemies are not immune to fire, despite them being either made of fire or coming from the elemental plane of fire. You can find that certain enemies that you do not expect to be able to hurt with fireballs will take damage from fireballs. It is a bit wonky. Um, Oversights most likely, but I don't know. It feels a bit weird smacking a hellhound with a fireball. So those are down and out. I think interesting. Hmm. Nah. Onwards. You find an arrow pointing west, faintly scratched in the ash. It's probably an idea. That's an arrow made of small stones points south here. Must be an indication of something. You have a patrol approach from behind you. Flee. Step one, step back. So, no harm done. 4 female doggos step from the shadows. We were expecting you. We will escort you to our commander, who has a proposition you may be interested in. Will you accompany them? Yeah, of course. Doggos, we've been fighting, trust them. A dark elfin woman steps forward. Her hair is dark with a single streak of white. On the back of her hand is a symbol that resembles a stylized swan. You may call me Silk. I have been waiting for a group such as you. Callistia, step forward and receive our mark. She continues. I am the current leader of the Swan Maze, since Kith and Belinda disappeared on the Great Glacier. We need someone to infiltrate the Red Wizard's Tower, and we heard that Dracandros was looking for a party bearing those symbols on your arms. Dracandros has gathered all the black dragons in the area to his tower. We need to get a special piece of one of them. If you accept our mark, you will be eligible for a share of our reward. I have influence with several families that are guarding these caves, so I can get you to the tower. Once there, we would be most happy if you could get us a part of a dragon's heart, or at least get them to leave the tower. Will Callistia step forward? Yeah, sure, why not? Already got bronze on us, so why not a mark as well? Callistia steps forward. Silk passes her hand over the back of Callistia's hand, and a tattoo of a stylized swan appears. I wish you good luck. The symbol may make some patrols avoid you, but it won't be completely safe. Some of the guards are related to me, and I still have influence in family affairs, though not in racial ones. Basically, it can get you past Drow patrols, but not other types of patrols. And some Dark patrols will still engage you. So, You're too weak. We will take some of your treasure, and then you can head on to head on to Grimdark. Do you surrender? No, of course not. Grimdark, I think it was called. Sorry. Some of those words are a bit. I need a pronunciation guide, first and foremost for English. And, yeah, I know. I can say up front, by the way, that even though Silk is a dark elf, drow elf, whatever you call them, she's not a common one of their ilk. For anyone not knowing, dark elves or drow elves are inherently evil, 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 evil. And a bit more evil just to add some evil to that. They are not very pleasant. They are so evil they considered a neutral god to be good. So, that's an indication of their level of evilness. But there are the stragglers that do not adhere to their society. The most famous one, of course, being the Durden. We could technically use the draw equipment in here, but I'm not bothering. A party of elves spot you, but seeing Silk's mark, they move away. See, can be useful. Just a quick trying to rest. Failed? There. Well, we'll have to fight again. It will indicate, just like previously, that they recognize your mark and then leave you. You can try and get away from fighting the others by giving them some money, and I don't really want to do that. Is that a confusion spell I cast that was too close for comfort? Of course, holding on to that 200 sword with my range is going to prove a bit of a pain, because later on there will be enemies that don't really care about normal weapons. Of course. So. This is why it's annoying when you have someone running away, because if they can't get completely away, you still have to hunt them down in order to end combat. So, it can be a bit, we'll take it. Moving onwards. The room is filled with active geysers and lava pits. Salamanders are sporting in the pools. Salamander comes up to investigate. Yeah, let's talk to them. You have no love for doggos. Take any treasure you wish. See, they are bathing in lava, but they can still be hurt by fire. Shh. One of the pools of lava are 6 fireproof casks. Does anyone want to go and open one? Sure, let's burn ourselves. Here's some money. You want to try for another? Skull, gauntlet, moose skull. Sounds useful. Let's get all 6, shall we? The heat is too intense. You have to retreat. Does anyone want to try again? A few reloads later, among the pools of lava. Yeah. We'll get the content of those 6 casks. I should probably say that I've precast resist fire in order to reduce the amount of fire damage taken. Got loot. Money. Or gems, most likely just gems. It's important to get all the treasure. Of course, my paladin, being the paladin, he sticks his hand forward and said, I'll fry myself for the betterment of the party. Yeah. It takes some attempts to get it all. A random roll of the die. Skull, longsword, Eon stone, whatever it's called, and a maze. Amazing. Ha 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 ha. I know it's bad. Yes, I mean the comment, not necessarily the maze. So overburden couldn't even carry a skull. Either got an awful lot of items or I'm currently running around with far too much money. See, he doesn't want to share. That's where we suddenly realized the platoon pieces are quite heavy. My characters were reduced to a movement of 3. So, time to throw away some money. I'm fairly sure 1 platinum piece is 5 gold pieces. What's it? Yeah, I'm fairly sure it's 5. So it's basically just about, I think, I ended up throwing away about 30,000 gold pieces equivalent, but money's got no importance. Unless, of course, you find a magic shop where you can buy some nicer items. It's not like in later Dungeons and Dragons games where you spend a few gold here and spend a few gold there, and then you get to a shop where suddenly amazing sword of amazingness, and it costs 200,000 gold, and you got 198,850 because you spent some gold on a potion somewhere earlier, and then you curse yourself for not having saved every single piece of gold you ever earned. But in these early games, gold is more. You got something nice. You got some money. There you go. That's the reward. So all the cast has been emptied. Oh, nice. There's a certain fight we need to get to. We just need to find it first. And the body of elves spot you, but seeing so smart, they move away. How nice of them. Since this was a recording of my general playthrough, I will admit openly these videos are very heavily edited because I run around in circles at times. The door is guarded by a salamander-led troll. This has been increased in speed as well, but only by double speed, because this is a set encounter that is not a boss encounter. If I'm not mistaken, I increased it. It's been a while since I have had the chance to do these videos, so I'm fairly sure it was normal speed for boss fights, double speed for set encounters, and triple speed for random encounters, and quadruple speed for inventory management and stuff like that. I'm fairly sure I had decided on that. No, I could explain every single attack made, every single spell cast, and all that, but the fights are generic. At the end of the day, it's the fight system is simple, but I mean, of course, at the time it was super advanced system. But it is very, very repetitive, which is why I've said it before, and I will happily say it again. I have altered the playback speed of most fights, because it is very generic. You will find that 99% of all random encounters is going to be casting 2 to 4 to 5 to whatever amount of fireballs, and then go in and mob up, and that's going to be it. Set encounters and boss fights require a bit more planning, and but everything else, I mean, a lot of people would probably just run their characters on quick, but I don't trust the computer to run my characters, especially not with magic on. In these old games, having magic on and setting your characters on auto can be rather interesting, like throwing a fireball right in front of your own face, because there was an enemy in front of you and it probably needs to be hit by a fireball. It's hilarious. It can be extremely amusing. So. Finally, we are done here. Anything interesting? Most likely not. 4,500 encumbrance? Okay. Of course, if your characters get encumbered, then they lose movement speed. I was about to say how many squares they can move in combat, which can be rather daunting and outright dangerous in certain situations, so you don't want them to be moving too slowly. I just thought I dropped the money before. Well, I'll drop them now. I'll drop it now. So, well, it's only gold. Who cares? I know it's platinum, but essentially it's gold. So, a dreamlike voice in your head says, "Great danger lies before you. Be fully prepared." Curled in the center of this room is the huge skeletal form of a lich. I'm Kremdak. Mortals, you have reached the heart of my domain. It pleases me to let you live. Do you surrender? Do I surrender? Are you nuts? Foolishness was always. Oh, sorry, missed that part. Whatever, it says words. It doesn't make any difference. It can be dangerous, but yeah, well. So basically, by surrendering to the gods, I could have just skipped straight to this fight stuff, all the other stuff. But yeah, well, I did not know that. I know that now. Just dragons has a bad habit of breathing, and breathing on party members that together usually hurts quite a bit. So I'm just, ow, that was not nice. Good thing it didn't hit the guy behind it with 15 health. Huh? So this is why you want to spread out in fighting dragons. So any breath will only hit 1 or 2 characters at a time. Ideally, of course, you want to kill them before they get a chance to breathe on you, but that's not always an option. Doing well so far. Run away! I'm not hiding. No, I'm not hiding at all. Of course, you couldn't cast spells because you've been hurt in that round, so good old magic missile. Boom. And another one. Magic missile. Level 1 spell, and it's such a workhorse. You can use it at level 1, and you can use it at level 40. It is always a useful spell. He went down. Thankfully, he only went down and didn't die. Normally, I would reset such a fight, but he's a rogue. He's the cheapest class to level experience-wise, so he could probably manage without the experience of this fight. So I just left it. Normally, I'm not really keen on it. I'm fairly sure I tried to cure him and see if he got part of the experience shared. But even though you bring his health to positive levels, I'm fairly sure the game doesn't care. He went down, so he doesn't get the experience for this fight. I end up doing an awful lot of reloading in my games of this type because I want all the characters to be roughly equal on experience. Yeah, fairly sure he lost out. As I said, being a rogue, thief, even as they're called in this edition, it's the cheapest class to level experience-wise. It doesn't matter. Not if he's waiting for the paladin, which is by far the most expensive. So we are reaching the end of this video shortly. There's the entrance to the Red Wizard's Tower. So on that note, I'll say thanks for watching, take care, and bye-bye for now.